tonight. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. There's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now 3rd down and 7. Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing now is Murray. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Greg Dortch now to return it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And Tune to throw it now.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, Stidham.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Stidham.
Open man complete to Humphrey.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, Pirine. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham.
That is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, Stidham. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15 he goes. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying for it with Pirine. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Stidham's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, here's Pirine. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. On the handoff, McLaughlin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete right around the 8. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Here's Stidham. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. McLaughlin is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, They've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
In motion is Dortch. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Toon going to throw it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here's Toon to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Toon.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing, Toon.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Here's Toon.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Looking to throw, Toon. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Now Toon.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal.
And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine.
Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get good.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd down and 3.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Stidham's going to set up to throw this. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that?
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.